Good morning. I just read through Hosea chapter 8. God is sounding the trumpet to start off this chapter. He's telling them that it's time for your judgment. He talks about an eagle coming. That's just the vision of like vultures coming, death coming. He says they've cast off what was good to them, and they've sown their seed. He actually says now Israel is going to be counted as one of the Gentile nations, kind of like disowning them. And I mean, it's some of the stuff that has been talked about before. I think that there's just a bit of a different flavor of finality in this chapter. It ends with, though, saying basically Israel wants to come and get forgiveness, but they want it on their own terms. They've forgotten their maker. He says that Israel's building temples and Judah's building cities, and he's going to send fire upon the cities and devour the palaces. They're making offerings and flesh sacrifices, but the Lord doesn't accept it. He's remembering their iniquity and their sins. And he says for their punishment, they're going to return to Egypt. Sounds like they'll be going into bondage in Egypt. But yeah, Israel, they'll come to him and they'll sacrifice and they'll try to be religious, but they do it on their own terms. They've forgotten the law and the covenant that God has given them. So I'm just trying to put that in modern day terms. A lot of people want God to suit them. There's a lot of religions out there that want God to suit them. I feel growing up in one of the charismatic kind of churches, they want their worship to suit them. You know, my church I'm in now doesn't bring worldly stuff into the worship service. We're still singing all the hymns, the old hymns out of the book, trying to really just get to the heart of God and not the heart of men in our worship, you know. I think that's the kind of stuff they're talking about. It's on God's terms and not our terms. And we can't try and make religion fit our own terms, our own ideas. So that's what I got out of this chapter.